Always a dangerous player. And if he's on his game, capable of beating all the top players.
62.
Yeah, just lost his line there. Trouble Tony with the first dart, and the next two just seemed to hit the dart and go into the one. Disappointed with that because he's had a good start to the leg with a 140 on the first visit.
57.
But still an opportunity here to get into the match very quickly, and when he do it against a throw, again he's deflected into the one, but he managed to get the treble with the last one. A decent start. You can see him geeing himself up there, but this man de Sousa really has a lot of quality.
And this is what all the players on the tour have been used to seeing quite a lot during 2019 from Jose de Sousa. The other famous Portuguese Jose.
83.
A really special one.
Yeah, been making all the headlines. A special darting one for sure.
The first leg, dropped his dart. Going to compose himself. Big miss.
95.
Happy with that. Maybe that drop dart just stopped his momentum there.
And the double.
Big dart. Ooh.
57.
Both players missing an opportunity in the first leg.
Getting shot on the first leg.
There we go.
Jose de Sousa.
Took him 5 darts, but he wins the leg, and he'll be happy about that for sure.
The leg on the scoring stats was quite good, but once you've had 4 or 5 darts at the double, it almost looked like a bad leg, which it wasn't.
All the players know what de Sousa could do. Well, they do now, after his terrific progress during this year. And there's a second 180 from the Portuguese. His 2 victories on the Players' Championship came against Gerwyn Price when he didn't just beat the Welshman, he walloped him 8-1, and he also beat Glen Durrant 8-6. Those wins coming in September, and the October one was in Ireland before the World Grand Prix, and you know, he's earned over £40,000 from the Pro Tour alone, and
93.
We'll see him at the Ali Pali at the World Championship as well, and Alan's picked him out as a potential dark horse this weekend, de Sousa.
60.
Yes, once he gets into the event, if he does get through this round and maybe the second round, a lot of players will be wary of him.
Well, the first 2 rounds have both played over the best of 11.
60.
First to 6. De Sousa would play Stephen Bunting, who we've just seen beat Dimitri van den Berg in round 2. But a poor visit there. Wasn't thinking.
100.
Left 60. Sorry, to leave 168. No finish.
Yes, maybe just took his eye off the board and was trying to create a big scoring visit.
96.
It's okay. There's a chance for Richardson to leave something just as handy.
96. Jose requires 72.
For 2-0. This would be a break.
Aim
Well,
shot
that was
second
emphatic.
leg. Jose de Sousa. Third leg, Jose
It's fair to say that one player's on it, the other isn't at the moment.
It just shows the importance of that first leg, Stuart, already. Both players having a visit on the double, despite de Sousa having the first throw missing. Richardson didn't have a chance.
99.
So already he's missed 4 darts at the double, de Sousa, but still averaging 97. And that's the level he's been playing at
100.
as a minimum on the Pro Tour in the Players' Championship events. Certainly be seeing a lot more of him in the TV
100.
events in the next year or so. Terrific season for him.
Whether he's come to the game, certainly is on a professional level in later years. 45 years of age.
60.
Lives in Spain now.
Looking for the cover shot.
58.
Not quite getting it. Disappointed with that one. The shake of the head.
First blood over on board 2 to Justin Pipe. Leaves Mervyn King 1-0 with a break of throw.
Mervyn King's in some pretty good form, it has to be said. But Justin Pipe had a better end of the season than he did start. So we'll be looking
41.
at aiming to get him more TV events next year.
$140.
Some pressure on the de Sousa throw here.
Well, that's got the 3. He certainly needs a treble. Would be pretty handy.
43.
So a good chance here now for Richardson
41.
to get his first leg on the board. Treble 10, would have left tops.
81. Judges require 160.
Good start. It's on. Tops for a 160.
120.
Unlucky.
Judges require 60.
Certainly puts the pressure on Richardson, and that's why he's skied the first one. One dart left.
55.
Not to be.
Judges require 40.
Well, there's that Richardson chance to get back in it.
He's on the third leg.
3-0 to de Sousa. It's 2-0 to
James
Justin
to
Pipe with the aid of the
Rufus.
maximum against
Game on.
Mervyn King. Over on board 2.
Got to get into this game now
95.
as Richardson. Otherwise it will spell danger going into that first break. What scoreline will he be behind? Because he will be behind. Currently on a 3-0 deficit.
81.
Yeah, some good games on the opening afternoon of the Players' Championship final here on the main stage. Durrant against Scott
100.
Baker and Max Hopp and Jelle Klassen. Chris Dobie in action against Christo Reyes. Deswan and Whitlock. Michael Smith and Martin Schindler and Ian White against Evan Peterson. To round it all off.
140.
There's some terrific games coming up, Stuart. De Sousa putting the pressure again on James Richardson,
59.
who's not responded. Really trying to get himself into the match, but finding it difficult. Not without chances, those have
58.
been minimal.
Well, the weekend sold out, isn't it? Over 5,000
55.
people here at Butlins and Minehead to enjoy the darts. A lot of them will be watching over on stage 2 at the moment.
100.
Yes, and certainly with the Friday, as we all say, Stuart, a lot of people are travelling from around the country down to Minehead. It's a long way to come, as I found out yesterday.
Stop moaning.
96. Judges require 122.
Treble 18. Has to get treble 18 now for the bull. So another chance for Richardson.
56. Judges
had that
require
one in the opening leg.
96.
And 98. This is a little bit better, as in a more regular finish.
60.
But again, he's missed
Judges
2
require
darts at a double. That's
66.
for the 3rd time, Stuart, in
Yep.
leg 1,
3
3
and 4. Spot on. Is he going to pay the price? He likes it up there.
26.
That's his first miss on
Judges
tops.
require 36.
Got to get it now.
Game on a fourth leg. James Richardson.
Yeah, on the board.
Fifth
just
leg,
about in the
Judges
game.
throw first. Game on.
He held his throw, just it has to be said. Can he attack the de Sousa throw and going at the break,
100.
feeling a bit more positive than he has done before hitting that double? They're certainly making a good attempt.
125.
With the last one, deflection into the 5. It's looking mean.
$55.
Certainly a chance now. Only 30 behind. He's got to improve his scoring though, Stuart. It's just not quite
60.
in there. Only 2 140s and 6 ton pluses, and we're in leg 5. I see him trying to G himself up.
$58.
Lost his radar.
Yep, he
A
has.
special one.
$140.
The two oldish darting war horses over on board too, Justin Pipe and Mervyn King.
You were
Two
looking
legs
at me when you
apiece.
said that. I was getting worried.
2-all between Pipe and King.
It's a better life for Sousa. If you're looking at a 140, really. Yeah, gets it.
140.
It's him back in the leg, through first in this leg, so it's a big chance for Richardson to go in at the break. He would be back on
82.
throw.
Jersey required 148.
Can't finish now, so it's just a setup. So a big chance for Richardson here, or massive
21.
chance now with that treble one and bounce out.
Jersey required 94.
Right off the wire.
Well, that one dart makes a big difference as
He's
Richardson
got the fifth
does
leg.
break back.
James
So the first
Richardson.
3 legs to the Sousa. But James Richardson here has given himself a real opportunity to get back in this first round match. We've already seen this match at 3 apiece after being 3-0 down.
Yes, and he was a long way behind, not just on the scoreline, but the averages, and he's
121.
now overtaken De Sousa. About 0.2.5, so De Sousa needs to get that game back.
Throwing quicker.
68.
De Sousa throwing quicker without a shadow of a doubt there. Richardson will just go along his merry way, but he has found his range where De Sousa has lost his. But the Portuguese certainly, if those first 3 darts are anything to go by, is throwing quicker here now.
140.
More measured in approach on that visit. Big leg in the context of the match.
100.
Richardson was 3-0 down, could get to 3 apiece here.
The big news coming
100.
from board 2.
Jersey required
You may remember we
140.
just showed you a 1-2-4 finish on the ball from Justin Pipe to level the match at 3-all. Well, Pipe's just taken out 130 on the
50.
ball to go 4-3 up with a break.
You can't beat a bit of bully. It's a treble, you feel. Oh,
41.
pulled that one badly.
Jersey required
That
90.
A real lurch, wasn't it?
Just checking the scoreline here, James. Deciding on the route. It's not a bad way.
6th leg,
Yes, so
Richardson.
James Richardson.
7th leg, Jersey to throw first. Game
See
on.
him trying to fire himself up. He knows he's well and truly back in the game now. And probably playing the better of the 2.
139.
Well, to be fair, because of missed doubles, he was nowhere at 3-all. There looked to be only one winner, but it can all change very quickly, as it has here with Richardson finding a way back
140.
and starting to find the range on the treble 20 as well, crucially for him.
Well, finishing better and scoring better has been the key. The other incidents in the scenario
97.
is De Sousa's game has dropped.
All about the winning in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to get over that first hurdle, know that you're coming back to give it a real go over the weekend.
85.
De Sousa's point of view, after you've led 3-0 and your opponent has got it back to 3-3, despite you leading, the pressure is on. This is a good visit. Fabulous visit.
171.
That'll make you feel a whole lot better. Simple equation is hold his throw, he wins the match.
81.
It's just important for him to win this leg. When you've lost 3 on the spin and your game has dropped, it just almost wakes you up. And not before you go.
74.
Needs another.
81. Jersey required 20.
He's already had a throw at the double. He's got 3 clear darts in his hand.
That should be a good guide for him. Last dart in hand, but it counts, it all counts. Retakes the lead.
Game on.
Yes, it's just been a little bit of a struggle in the last 3 or 4 legs for De Sousa. He missed that 1 dart at tops, if you remember, for 160. He did win that leg, but since then his game really dropped. He just seems to be getting it back at the moment.
The drama on board too, where 2 top plus finishes on the ball appeared to have given Justin Pike the advantage over Mervyn King. 4-3 and throwing, and then Pike proceeded to miss 6 darts at double to go 5-3 up, and King's pegged it back to 4-all. First maximum for James Richardson, beginning to warm up here as well.
Yes, it looks like it could go to the last leg, this one, the way it's been going, but De Sousa, despite that 180 from Richardson, is still well and truly in this leg. Back-to-back 140s.
60.
Certainly a chance now. Anything above a ton leaves that relative finish that is well doable on a high percentage basis.
100.
2-1.
140.
2 darts at a treble. If Richardson doesn't take this one out. Oh, he's just checking there. May go for 2 tops. Oh, I'm not sure what he did there. Seemed to be stuck in the middle.
Caught in 2 minds, I think. Yeah, absolutely. But where he is, trying to find the
100.
right dart to leave tops, making sure there was no ricochet.
Treble 13, is that in the ball? Treble 13. Oh, what a finish this would be. Double 16. Oh, yes, says De Sousa. A special one comes with a special finish.
To throw first. Game on.
And all of a sudden, throwing for the match. 3 legs for De Sousa, 3 legs for Richardson to level. 3 legs for De Sousa would take him into round 2.
96.
Yes, I always find it strange on 1-2-1 when players throw for the bullseye, because you've still got to hit a treble, whatever you hit. As you go the conventional route,
100.
hit 1 treble at either the 20s or the 17s. But he hit the required figures and got the leg on the board. Looking good now.
85.
Unlucky
80.
from James. Well, he's fired himself up to get himself back in the match. Now he needs that extra effort.
96.
Got to be looking at 3 visits, and that will not help at all.
24.
Well, advantage the Portuguese here for sure to take his place in the second round of the Players' Championship finals.
Just got to have some decent match management. That's not bad.
134.
Yeah, brilliant to leave 90 after 12.
Well, over his performance, he's got to say the first 3 legs were pretty
100.
good.
Jersey
He seemed to
required
go to
90.
sleep, but he managed to drag himself back. into the match. And once he got that lead again in leg 7, he's looked good.
50.
That was for the match, but he will return.
$140.
Just in case from
Jersey
Richardson.
Uruguay 40. Game.
And there it is, Jose de Sousa, the number 8 seed, is through to round 2. Terrific performance in the end, won 3 legs on the spin, and he goes through by 6.